course, you are tuned into the ABN Breakfast Show on ABN Radio, London's Afropolitan radio station. That was Abdullah featuring Baba and Onyem. Of course, on our Afrobeats Top 10, we'll be playing more of those tracks later on. Right, as promised, I have some lovely ladies from the Women for Africa Awards in the studio. Of course, I have Tola onibangjo, our wonderful organizer, and our winners, Donia Nar and Caroline Popola. Hello, ladies. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Anytime, anytime. So Tola, organizer of Women for Africa, you've released the date for next year already. Yep. And one of the ladies actually said it in the studio. Do you sleep?
Yes, I do. I do.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Because you're already organising for next year, and it's only like not even. It's just 1 month.
Yeah.
Yes. It was May the 19th, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
It's June the 21st now. It's barely 1 month since Women for Africa has taken place. But it seems like you've done a lot in that 1 month already.
Yes, we have, but I still haven't done enough. I need more time, or I need more clones of me to obviously get a lot more done. But yes, I mean, we always like to release the date early so that people have that date fresh in their calendars. And
reminders of it next year?
It's on Saturday, the 18th of May.
Fabulous. Wow. Yeah. I've got it in my diary. Lovely. So I guess people like to get organised because people fly in from all over the world for the awards. So it's good that you let us know early.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, definitely. So in that 1 month since the awards happened, what do you do in that month? Obviously, you have a couple of days off, but do you just literally just start from the ground up for next year already?
Well, what we do is we push out about the awards. So obviously we send it to different media houses, what has happened, and then some of the finalists send in information because they're featured on different places as well. And then we try and share it on all our social media. We put the winners' badges on the social media. Still have to interview all the winners. Haven't got round to. I told you I need more time. But yeah, so we're kind of like just pushing out information about the awards because people are hearing about it. People want to find out how it went, and just trying to upload all the pictures on our social media as well, so that everyone can have a look at the day. But yeah, it's non-stop. But we love it.
Of course. And when do nominations open for next year?
Nominations open in August, so we're just working out which categories we're having for next year. But nominations open in August.
And that's not that far away. It's only 2 months.
Yes.
And so people need to get organised.
Yes, they do.
They absolutely do. Now, Donia and Caroline, 2 of our winners. Firstly, Caroline, tell me, what did you win?
I won, thank you for having me.
Oh, no,
I won Best Businesswoman of the Year.
Yes.
So very exciting. I didn't know that was coming at all. So I was really pleased.
Tell me,
very excited.
What's your business?
I work with children, so I run a chain of childcare settings. So we do breakfast and after school club, nurseries, preschools, and we're so blessed to have 12 at the moment, probably 15 by September.
Amazing.
So so we have probably about 500 parents a week, if not more, and we're just across all of Southeast London and Hackney.
Amazing. And what's it called?
It's called Alpha Childcare. Alpha. Childcare.
Amazing. And so you won Women for Africa Award Businesswoman of the Year. Yeah. What does that mean to you and your business?
I mean, obviously all of my team wanted to come, but we couldn't have all of them come in because I had friends that were coming as well. When they all found out we were nominated, and they couldn't wait. Everyone just believed we were going to win, but I'm like, oh, we're just going to have fun because, you know, for the ladies, we just always look forward to Women for Africa. It's like get the frock out, you know, get your hair done, the makeup on point, you know. So that's all. And then to meet the wonderful winners, and we're so blessed as well to be one of the sponsors for Women for Africa as well. So as a result, it's so good to see what you do, the fruition of what you're sponsoring, and it's such a worthy cause that you cannot not be a part of it.
Absolutely.
You know, and then to top it all up, being a winner as well, because I mean, when we were interviewed on the day, I felt this is something I enjoy doing. I actually do enjoy going to work. I actually don't have a bad day, you know, and to be crowned for enjoying enjoying what I do, it's just like, really, is that necessary? There's no need for it, you know, because I actually have fun at work, you know. So but no, the parents were so happy. My staff were like screaming, you know, so it's really good. And It's opened a few platforms as well, which is, again, I mean, the first time ever I met Tola, that was the first time I came out of my shell as a businesswoman. And she's literally, obviously, through Women for Africa and other things she does, and a few other people, literally plummeted my business out there, you know. So, and it's really good to be recognized for something you enjoy doing. Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely.
And well deserved.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And Donnie, what about yourself? What did you pick up at the awards?
Okay, so I was a Woman in Education finalist, and I got the overall Judges Recognition Awards. So I was absolutely delighted.
So tell me a little bit about what you do.
Oh, okay, so I'm also, funnily enough, in education as well. And I've been working in education for 20 years. I run a not-for-profit, which is ACES Project, and we work in 22 of the 32 London boroughs, going into schools, kind of bridging that gap between education and employment, and teaching children about their culture and empowering them. And I also run a parenting networking and online website, amazingparentgems.com, for parents. And that's really to try and get parents to understand the education system,
because it can be quite tricky sometimes.
Yeah.
And if you're not very internet savvy or anything like that, these things can pass you by.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what does winning the award mean to you in your business?
It's just been phenomenal, actually, because I think when you've been doing something for 20 years and you know, it's to be recognized for it is just phenomenal. And also, I think for Women for Africa especially, I was really excited. I didn't know I was going to win. Like Caroline said, you don't know you're going to win. You just come to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
But to be in a room of women from all over Africa, the Caribbean diaspora, who are normally marginalized, you don't see in the media as well, to be recognized in such an environment. And these women are so inspirational and doing so many great things. It was just so amazing. And obviously my mother and my mother-in-law are so happy, so that's quite significant.
That's it. That's all you need. As long as the mums are happy, that's all you need. Absolutely. Ladies, thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break and then we'll be right back.
ABN Breakfast Show, your Afropolitan breakfast on radio.
This is Rodney Hines.
And I'm Michael.
Join us on the Voice of Sports show each and every Saturday on ABN Radio.
We'll keep you bang up to date with all the latest football scores and we'll discuss all the big talking points in the world of sport. So don't forget, join us this Saturday, 4 till 6 on ABN Radio UK.
Consider that life wasted. Consider the heart ripped out of a family. Consider the potential never realised. Are these the things you consider when you carry a knife? It's not about street cred. It's about staying alive. Drop that knife. Save your life.
ABN Breakfast Show, your Afropolitan breakfast on radio.
That's right, you are tuned into the ABN Breakfast Show on ABN Radio, London's Afropolitan radio station, and we're talking all things Women for Africa with our lovely esteemed co-founder and organizer Tola and Dunia and Caroline, two of our winners. So ladies, tell me, what was the best thing apart from winning? What was the best thing about the night for you?
You don't want to ask me because mine is so obvious. It's getting dressed, getting made up.
True,
the frock is gonna be on point. And I actually went in to see if I was gonna win best dressed of the
So did I.
I am so sorry, but I've got to put it out there. So I think someone's got my trophy somewhere.
I know. It's got to be done.
But honestly, it's so. And I mean, like Donia said earlier, the talents in the room is just crazy, and they're from all over the world,
and all different sectors as well.
Exactly,
which is great. It's from all areas of
because we
business,
have a minimum,
education, motherhood, everything.
You have a minimum of over 500 people in there, women, and obviously with the wonderful men that supports us as well. You know, and you can't put them behind. Honestly, they're such. I am so grateful for my husband and for all the men out there for really standing strong with your ladies. It's so perfect. We're so passionate about you guys, and yeah, that's it. So it's so good to see all of us coming out. The meal is wonderful, but it's the dressing up for me.
Definitely. And it was the royal wedding that day, we all had to up our game because Megan didn't. She didn't. Her dress was boring. I'm just saying. Dania, what about you? What was the best part of the night for you, apart from winning?
Okay, well, I'm going to touch on the Meghan thing. It was a continuation for me because the culture in that wedding was just amazing.
It
and
really
so I was
was.
already on a high. And by the time I got to Women for Africa and was on the stage, it was like, whoa! You know, so I really enjoyed it, actually. I went in, you never really know what to expect from awards
Yeah,
shows.
it's true.
And I went in, it was so organized, you know, and the signage was absolutely brilliant. Everything was just amazing. Being on the tables where there's African queens, the names of African queens and stuff, it was just really great. And I was saying to Tola, I'm surprised people haven't been complaining because I literally was stood by the signage just taking all sorts of different pictures and being interviewed. So the whole, you know, for people who want to be a part of it, I would definitely say this is the one to be nominated for. So organized, different interviews, lots happening on the night. It was fab.
Tola, let's go right back to the beginning. What made you start Women for Africa in the first place?
I think for me, it was just knowing that there were ordinary women out there that existed that are doing amazing things. I mean, I've never known a woman to own 12 nurseries going on to 15, you know, like kind of thing. And, you know, and women of color as well. And I just felt that we just needed to create a platform to celebrate these women. And also, they'd also be an inspiration to the younger generation to know that there are women of color achieving out there and who are doing amazing and great things. And it was really about creating that platform. So I used to hear women talk about things like that when I used to do hair. And I'm thinking, oh my God, you're doing this. I'm inspired by it. Imagine other people hearing. The world needs to hear about this. And that's kind of like how it came about. Me and Sam, we just were like, right, let's get on this and let's do this. And it's making me meet a lot of amazing women as well, because you know, without it, we wouldn't be meeting the women that we're meeting now. So even I'm inspired.
Yeah, definitely. And next year will be the 8th awards.
Yes.
What things do you find you have to do differently? Like, do you go back and think about last year and think, okay, this is what we should change, or this is what we should tweak for the next year? How does that work?
Well, we look at theme. What theme? I mean, this year's theme was easy because the royal wedding, and it was the same day, so we just tagged it the royal edition. So now it's about looking for a theme for year 8. What the theme's going to be. I mean, I already know like the color theme and everything in terms of the decor and everything, all our artwork, because we're using a lot of purple and gold this year for the royal. So we're going to go for like royal blue and gold for next year.
Nice.
And that, but yeah, so it's just looking at all of those things, taking into consideration all those things. So once we start with the promo, everything is just kind of like, you know, along the same lines. But yeah,
excellent. Caroline, why do you think something like the Women for Africa Awards is so important?
Honestly, I think Tola said it all earlier, is the fact that, I mean, I met Tola probably about 4 years ago, because I think I've been 4 times now. And at an event, a network event, she just came and spoke. And that was the same year I felt, look, Caroline, you've got to get out from your little box and literally come out. And from then on, it's just been from one either TV show to the other, from one event to the other, from one networking, and it just got better. And again, without Women for Africa, I wouldn't have done that. And there's so many other things coming up, like books, podcasts, and, you know, personal branding, things like that, which, again, I would have just remained as Caroline, doing Alpha, doing my little thing, without really reason. There's a big, massive world out there that want to hear about you, that want to hear about the fact that you're passionate about being a leader, you're a role model, you're doing well in business, and you're empowering other women, other people, you're encouraging. There's a whole lot. And that's where Women for Africa fits. It's the fact that there's so much out there. They bring out the talent you have in you that you don't actually know you already have, that you didn't recognize you have. You know, and that's really, really good. I couldn't wish to be part of a better organization, to be honest with you.
Amazing.
Sounds like a little cult, innit?
Listen, we all want to join. So it's fine.
I think we're full now. Membership's closed.
Dunia, why is it so important to you? Why do you think Women for Africa is so important?
I think there are just so many different levels. I think women supporting women are quite key, and African women supporting African women as well, because you always hear the negatives, women don't support.
It's all we ever hear.
And that there is no platform for us to come together. So I think that is phenomenal to certainly have that. And I think also it's nice for our daughters and our sons to see women being recognized. So it's empowering for the youth as well as it is empowering for other women.
And that's so important in these days and times, absolutely. So, 18th of May 2019, So it was 19th of May 2018 and it's 18th of May 2019. See what's up there. I didn't even make up the date, that's the true thing. So the next Women for Africa, 18th of May 2019, next year, a Saturday. Nominations open in August.
Yep.
Any idea what those categories will be? Because I know you kind of change them up a little bit.
We changed some. I mean, we always have the standard ones: businesswoman of the year, career woman, outstanding mother, definitely. Women for Education was the first time this year, and I like it. So definitely we'll be keeping that one. We kind of like wanted to have some specifics. That's why we went for women in education, women in law, women in healthcare, because we find that everyone was kind of like put into, if not career woman, inspirational woman, and then we find that the inspirational woman category is like tons of nominations in there. So we're looking at a lot of the nominations that we had in and see where we need to now have specific categories, because we had a lot of those ones put in inspirational and things like that, and then we'll have that. I mean, we didn't have makeup artists this year, we didn't have fashion designer, so we need to bring one of them back. We didn't have author this year, and a lot of people are writing books, so we might need to bring that one back. But yeah, we'll have a look and
and see what's happening. Nice. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
In the meantime, we can follow Women for Africa. It's just at Women for Africa on Instagram.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Africa,
Caroline, what about yourself? Where can we find you on socials?
Just www.alphachildcare.com.
Lovely. And Dunia, what about yourself?
Yeah, so for parents, it's www.amazingparentgems.com. And for schools and youth organisations, acesproject.co.uk.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Ladies, thank you so very much. I'll see you on the 18th of May. I'll see you before, but I'll see you on the 18th of May next year.
Thank you so much for having us.
We cannot wait anytime. Right, here's a bit of a Aquaba featuring Sarkodie.